Giraffes. If you're pregnant and getting pretty tired in your last couple of months, then spare a thought for giraffes. While humans are only pregnant for 9 months, a giraffe has to feel uncomfortable for as long as 15 months. But what's quite similar about humans and giraffes is having a dedicated place to give birth.
Boulders, then the kid should come over and
Many women go to the hospital, one place they know is set up for delivery. Giraffes too go to a specific area known as calving grounds. Once they give birth in this specific area, they will return to that same place to give birth in the years to come. It's possibly even where they were born, and other members of their herd too. When the birthing process begins, the giraffe will stand up, so the giraffe calf gets a pretty rough entrance into the world, falling as high as 6 feet on their birthday. Still, this is quite necessary, as the fall helps sever the umbilical cord and break the amniotic sac. Within half an hour of birth, the calf is up and walking about, which is obviously pretty amazing given that... Dolphins. How dolphins give birth can depend on what kind of dolphin it is, but one thing's for sure, they look after their babies far better than many other forms of marine life. A dolphin's pregnancy will last between 10 to 18 months. An orca will be pregnant for a year and a half, while a bottlenose dolphin is often pregnant for around a year. Most dolphins give birth to one baby, and it's born tail first. That might sound weird, but that's literally stopping them from drowning. Most deliveries take around 2 hours. Then, once the baby enters the vast expanse of the ocean, their mother looks after them. The mama dolphin will produce a thick, pasty, milky substance from her nipples, which the baby consumes until it's old enough to catch fish. Sometimes, they'll nurse from their mothers for 2 to 3 years, or even longer, but they can start consuming fish from a few months old. Most bottlenose dolphins will produce their first young at between 6 to 13 years old, and will reproduce every 1 to 6 years. Orcas, though, will only produce babies every 5 years. Elephants. Elephants aren't exactly the quickest animals on the planet. They walk and move slowly, so you can safely assume that giving birth is a slow process too. And you'd be right. Every 5 years, female elephants will give birth to young, but their pregnancies last 23 months. That's almost 2 years, and it gets worse. They can be in labor for days before eventually giving birth to a calf that can weigh between 200 and 320 pounds. Strangely, many wild elephants give their births at nighttime. Scientists believe this is so they can have an undisturbed environment. As the amniotic sac is slowly released from the elephant, it cushions the 2 or 3 foot drop the calf has to endure. The sac will burst on the ground if it didn't already during labor, and the mother will sniff the calf and blow on it while pulling it towards her. Within an hour, the calf is standing, and within 3 hours, it's walking. Then, for the next 4 years, the elephant nurses the calf, and it is dependent on her